Welcome back to another Chop Up The Yap, episode 3. Today is going to be a lot. Bear with me. If you're wondering, hey, where the fuck is this guy at right now? Well, I'm in my garage. And I don't even know why I'm wearing a jacket. It's not even cold like that. But nigga, I'm cold like that, let me tell you. First, we're going to get into some music. So, we got some new music coming out here pretty soon. On February 7th, we got Life is Beautiful by Larry June, 2 Chainz and The Alchemist. We got NSFW by Tyga coming out on February 7th too. We got Some Sexy Songs for You. Well, hold the fuck up, man. I'm still gonna check it out because it's got 2 artists that I do fuck with, Drake and Party Next Door. Hey, fuck you. If you like, oh, you fuck with Drake, fuck you, nigga. Of course you fuck with Drake, you light-skinned ass nigga. You know what? Fuck you too. Yeah, I still bump some Drake music, even though he lost the battle. I ain't picking sides. I'm not that guy. We also got 12 from Westside Gun coming out. We got Paid in Full by Old Jeezy. My mind, the way I read his name, I was about to say Ogeezy. We also got Satisfied Soul by Brother Ali and Ant on February 14th coming out. February 21st, we got Deep Thoughts by Little Durk and Roddy Ricch, the Navy album. It's strange to put album in the title of your album, but okay. You might start a new trend with that shit. I was thinking the other day where I had got it was funny. I had posted the story on Snapchat of me killing a spider with either like a Bible or some phone book, which we got like 100 Bibles laying around the house at the time of my dad's place. And shit, you could find a Bible somewhere stashed off in the damn ceiling. If you hit it hard enough, that shit would just pop out and pull out John 3:14. Fucking find a damn, go to lift up the, let me not say that. Somebody gonna be like, oh, you said the Bible's in the toilet. Fuck you, guy. I'm not atheist. I do believe in God. I don't want people to look at me and try to be like, he's making fun of the Bible. Nah, that's not what this is. But anyways, I killed this spider with, like I said, a Bible or a phone book. I wasn't thinking too much about what the hell I was killing this spider with, but more so just trying to take care of this spider, you know. The spider was big as fuck. The spider looked like the final boss. It was about probably the size of my hand. It was one of those big furry motherfuckers you probably seen on Harry Potter. You know, yeah, that bitch was big. And what I did at first, I grabbed the book, but then I grabbed some roach spray to try to stun the motherfucker. And I'm over here blasting this bitch down, trying to make sure it don't try to pull a fast one on me while I'm trying to pimp slap it with this book. And yeah, I ended up killing that motherfucker. I somehow managed to even record this shit and put it on Snapchat. No, I wasn't trying to advertise, hey, go kill a spider. But some guy commented, he was like, yo, that spider that you just killed is known for like giving like bad luck or karma or some juju, or it's like cursed. And I didn't think much of it. I was like, you know what? Okay. Fast forward, shortly after, sometime, maybe a month or a few months later, I was getting high in this laundromat, and it was pretty, like, nobody really went to this laundromat. So I turned that shit into like a little headquarters. I was, for when I was homeless, around that 2016, 17, 18 period, on and off. I was couch surfing, doing a whole bunch of just pursuit of happiness almost type of shit. And I'm on the phone with my brother, and I pull the blunt out, and I spark that bitch up, and I throw the blunt wrap behind the washer like a fucked up degenerate that litters, whatever. I threw it out behind the washer. There was already like 500 other things of trash behind that shit. If I could go back, I would have taken it to a trash can. I'm not trying to act like a fancy good put on that image like, oh, I'm such a good handy dandy person. Sometimes I do some fucked up shit. Is what it is. And it's not that big a deal about throwing some trash. I'm giving that maintenance man something to do, goddamn. I threw that bitch behind the washer, not thinking too much about it. There was a spider web behind that bitch, but I didn't know. So I'm sitting on the washer smoking. Now I'm high, and I'm on the phone chopping up with my brother. He's on his way back from school. At the time, I'm like 17, 18. I didn't get my high school. I didn't get my high school diploma, but I was like going to a charter school trying to get it. And I was more focused on working. My brother, he's on the way back from school. At the time, this laundromat was right next to my dad's house. And damn, trying to smoke me a cigarette like Dave Chappelle, but I can't find the pack. Maybe it's for my own good. Maybe it's in my jacket. Yes, it is. In my jacket. I just felt it. Felt like a nice old flat booty white bitch. You know what I mean? Anyways, my brother, me and him are shooting this shit over the phone, and my wrists start feeling itchy. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking mosquito maybe done swing through that damn laundromat and tag my ass. Like, oh, look at this big ass piece of beef jerky. I'm like, oh man. I got a lick hit on me by some mosquitoes. Fuck it. No biggie. My brother, he's like around the corner from the house. Me and him about to hang out. And come to find out, I look down at my wrist in the middle of our conversation to see both these bitches look like A-cup titties. I'm like, oh, damn. All the pieces start like coming together. Like, bro, when you threw away that blunt wrap, you hit a spider web and them bitches came crawling. Like, they didn't like you beating up their house like that, destroying their shit. I done fucked around and rearranged all their furniture. And yeah, they went to get that lick back on my wrist. I got this scar right here. You might not be able to see it that well. But the scar is from me having to cut my own wrist, not on no suicidal shit. I was cutting my wrist. I had yanked my shirt off real quick. I'm still on the phone with my brother while this shit's going down. I yank off my shirt. I remember that shit I seen off TV, like survival shows and shit. I tied that shit hard as fuck right above where I got bit, so none of like the venom and shit, travels. Before I even got to that point, what I initially started doing was just trying to use my teeth to like tear open my skin. It felt like some weird anime shit, to be honest with you, but at the time, it was more like flight or fight type of, it was like just my instincts were going. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about how this looks, or I'm not trying to look pretty and be like, oh, I want to go to a doctor. I'm going to just teleport to a doctor and get this done the proper way. I didn't have the time to be trying to pull that shit. So, yeah, I'm over here on some anime shit, like using my canine teeth to try to open up the wound. And then I was like, nigga, you need to tie your damn arm before that shit travels around. You're really in a hot situation. So I did that. I'm on the phone with my brother. I'm telling him like, hey man, hurry up. I got bit by a spider. And he probably thinking I'm just bullshitting at the time. But I tell him like, yo, I got bit by a spider, and like, I need some help. And he hurries up, he comes through, he lets me into my dad's house. Now, mind you, I got this big ass bump on my other wrist. It's not as big as it was on my left wrist. So I was like, okay, it kind of like stopped swelling up. Left wrist, it kept swelling up. I don't know if this was a brown recluse, but the way that my arm was puffing up, it was something, right? And then pretty much I was just like, I ended up asking him, hey, can, I'm positioning my arm, hey, can you like cut slightly, a slight, little cut into my wrist. I didn't even realize till later that there's like a vital, what is it, blood vessels. There's a vital artery right here around the wrist, and that didn't cross my mind at the time. I'm just more trying to take care of the bullshit. And yeah, like my brother's like, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit. I was like, all right, let me see the knife. And I cut lightly into it, and that shit started oozing out. Nigga, was I scared? Yes. Not like, like hysterically scared, but I was a bit like, and feel like I didn't want to fuck up and put myself, trying to go one step forward and end up 30 steps into a damn grave, fucking around trying to take care of a spider bite. And then, to this day, I still think it was just a goofy ass coincidence, and it was just like, I don't think it was what that guy was trying to say. I didn't post all that shit that I went through on Snapchat either for him to be like, I told you, bro, it was a cursed spider. But yeah, I just believed it just happened to be, there's a time and place. Sometimes stupid shit pops off or bad shit can happen, and I just happen to step into that. But let's get into some news, motherfucker. You ready? I'm not. I don't really care about the news, nor do I really watch it. But for the sake of this video, let's get into some new shit. We learning together today. So supposedly Trump is trying to cancel Shein and Temu. He better not, nigga. That's my favorite online dollar store. I swear to God. Trump, man. I might just pull up to a rally to cuss you out and be like, nigga, now I gotta pay full price, you son of a bitch. But yeah, he is trying to stop it from, any funny business that Temu or Shein's got going on, or any, it says here, according to Reuters.com, that his administration is trying to stop like low-cost imports entering the U.S. tariff-free. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get into some other news, goddamn. There's been a heist of 100,000 eggs in Pennsylvania. Somebody was trying to get ready for breakfast. What the fuck? They trying to feed 20 villagers? Shit. Now, I'm going to check this damn camera here and there to make sure that I don't end up be blabbering on to find out, hey, like I was saying in the second episode. And if you haven't seen the second episode, motherfucker, then go watch the second episode. And cats won't be banned in Scotland. The government confirms. What the fuck did the cat do? That cat was jugging and thugging. Them pussies don't play over there, I guess. I say Scotland was like, all right, we can come to an agreement. There was a thug-ass cat with a scar on his face. Like, hey, we better. You ain't going to evict us out of Scotland. So we got some good news, though. It ain't just got to be bad or stupid or, All right, here's some good news. I know the good news is not as interesting as some of the fucked up shit, but let's see. A lady finds $1 million, a $1 million lottery ticket in a Bible, in a woman's Bible. I didn't know that they made Bibles for certain genders, but that's dope as hell that that lady found that $1 million. If she would like to give me 10% of that, shit, boy, the things I'll do. I'll cut that bitch's grass. I'll paint the walls. I'll paint her walls. She's got dogs. I'll become a dog groomer, walker. She can pimp me out for a few months. She need a young nigga in her life, she can hit me up. World's smallest heart pump a game changer in keeping failing hearts going without major surgery. Okay? Some good news. That's some good news. What else we got? Okay. Quick question while I'm trying to find that shit. I'm going to name a few ladies. All right? We got Beyonce. We got Sexy Red. We got Nicki Minaj. We got Glorilla. We got Rihanna. Out of those 5, how would you rank them for the men out there? For the females, hey, I can freestyle up something for you real quick. I'm gonna name 5 guys, 5 big names. If you had Michael B. Jordan, I'm sure I only got like probably my following has 5%, maybe 10% females that actually watch my shit. But if you have Michael B. Jordan, Brad Pitt, what's Aquaman's name? Yep, I had to cut the video real quick because one of my peoples was popping out to walk the dogs, and I ain't trying to just throw them on cam like that for y'all freaky little dicks to be like, who that in the back, dog? Who that? Goddamn, you was shaped like a lava lamp. But like, hey, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah. But back to what I was saying. Females, I'll give you the Aquaman, Michael B. Jordan, Brad Pitt. Let's see, I forget what the hell. The Aquaman's, got a computer in front of me. I'm about to find. With Jason Momoa, I didn't even need to Google that shit. Yeah, that's some, I got that rapper's mentality, boy. I could come up with names and fucking places and metaphors and shit. I'd be like, I was swimming in a pussy Aquaman. But no, I ain't Jason Momoa. Yeah, that pause fucked up the lyrics. But anyways, all right, so Jason Momoa, Michael B. Jordan, Brad Pitt, two more dudes. I was on some silly shit. I was just gonna be like Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura, but you probably like, who the fuck is that? But I know some of y'all know. Hey, I can't even talk like these motherfuckers are just nobodies. They way bigger than what the fuck I am. Shout out to 2 Bears and 1 Cave, and shout out to them. I fuck with Tom Segura and Bert. You know, if they ever were to see this shit, they'd be like, oh, fuck you guys, what you trying to say? Damn. Let me check this camera's really rolling. I don't want to. Okay, that bit rolling. All right. Leonardo DiCaprio. Let's see. Damn. I'm in the blank fucking wall. What is it, man? What's that dude's name that Michael B. Jordan did that Creed movie with? I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I'm gonna throw you a quick little fact while I'm looking this shit up though. Did you know that your brain be eating itself every day? That's probably why I got 2 brain cells at times, and my memory is shitty. That's gonna be my excuse. I'm like, hey, my brain eats itself every day, goddamn it. Got that microwave ramen noodle brain. Creed. I think his name's like Jonathan Majors. All right, so you got Michael B. Jordan, Jonathan Majors, Jason Momoa, Brad Pitt, and Leonardo da Vinci. For the females, if you had to pick, what would be your ranking? For the men, you got Beyonce, you got Rihanna, Glorilla, Nicki Minaj, maybe Rihanna or Sexy Red. Well, how would you rank them out of the five? Uh, but yeah, okay. I got some good news for you though. Got some good news for you. So, I lied. I don't got good news. I'm still hitting this down arrow trying to find. Oh, okay. Let's go. That's what's up. A 10-year-old deaf girl is blown away. I didn't even know they made glasses like that. Some glasses that pretty much let her see captions when people speak. That's dope as fuck that they made glasses like that. That's a little bit of news. Kirk Franklin, shout out to you, man, for standing up and being honest. I know that shit's hard, especially having a good amount of eyes on you. He comes out for his son, and I guess some people, he's getting flack for it because people aren't too happy about him, I guess, keeping it a buck. Maybe, I don't know too much about Kirk Franklin and why people are feeling that type of way about him, but, you gotta give somebody props for making a move like that in the public eye. That shit ain't no cakewalk. For starters, goddamn. But the next thing we're gonna get into is some new movies coming out. We got Wicked Part 2. We got Megan 2.0, a little scary movie. We got Jurassic World. I seen that they're making a Paddington in Peru. I was like, the trailer was so short. I feel like sometimes when the trailer is so short like that, and it's almost damn near like skippable, that kind of tells me sometimes that maybe the movie ain't much of shit, but maybe I'm judging too quick before we actually. I fuck with some kid movies, family movies, and maybe that people be like, that's some corny shit. Don't think that I don't watch I watch a mix of all of it. I watch some shit from the 1940s, 50s just to see what the fuck those movies were like. Sometimes those movies are hilarious, and you should check out an old ass movie in black and white and see how some of the action scenes are. They're very some of the acting seems a little stiff, but I'll tell you what, damn, like the dialogue, like it seemed like some serious shit. Like them boys ain't playing around back then. They seem dead ass about their words. Toy Story 5's coming out here pretty soon. Man, I want to see that movie Craven. Yeah, Craven. Even though the premise of it seems goofy as hell, a guy that got scratched or bit by a big ass kitty, a cat, a tiger, lion, whatever the hell it is, and now he's like a lion man. I'm like, hey, I guess I'm gullible enough to see what that would if it's something worthwhile. I'm over here doing hand gestures and shit like I'm Donald Trump. We got, I guess, a horror movie coming out called The Monkey. Okay. Hard Eyes, Bloodlines, Captain America, Brave New World. Oh shit. Fantastic Four, First Steps. All right. Got Nobody 2. The Black Phone 2. All right. Let's see what else we got coming. The Mandalorian. Oh, I can't say that title for shit. Mandalorian. The Mandalorian and Grogu. Avatar 3. Hell nah. Boy, just For how long the Avatar is, it's like going to a black church if you've never been. Boy, you're gonna be there for a part-time shift. Maybe close to full, depending. Might as well pack you up some snacks. Shrek 5. Oh shit. Okay, Zootopia 2. Fast X Part 2. Oh boy. Brother. Fast and Furious. Let me shut up before somebody that's a fan of Fast and Furious ends up doing some drifting, taking me out. We're like, we heard what you said, pussy boy. I just finished the show on Netflix called, what's it called? Happy. So, I don't know, it's a sci-fi original. If you ever seen it, if you haven't, you should give that shit a watch. Definitely a funny suspense. 10 episodes each season, 2 seasons. They were going to make a 3rd season, but then supposedly like the ratings they weren't too happy with the ratings that they got, and they kind of just shelved it and canceled. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm still thankful that Squid Game's coming out with the season 3. Some other music shit that I was thinking about earlier today was like, I was like rapping to some Andre 3000 type beats, and I thought it was like, I'm like, man, that would be so cool. I remember the interview that he did with this guy. It seemed like they were in some laundromat. I forgot if it was Vice or what outlet the interview was from, but like the guy had like, Andre was pretty much making the point like, hey, like, you know, I'm old now, like, what am I supposed to be rapping about my glasses? And the guy was like, yeah, like, that would be pretty cool. He's like, nah, like, he sees, like, rap being more of, like, a young man's type of sport, and which is it's a good point, you know. Sometimes even at the age of 26, I feel like, damn, bro, to some young niggas that's doing music, they quick to look at somebody that's still in the 20s like, oh, you unk. You a OG. I am an uncle. They ain't wrong about that shit, you know. And no, I didn't shave my face to try to fit in with the young niggas. God damn it. My daughter's been wanting to, like, I had shaved my little neck beard because I was growing a beard and shit, even though it was patchy. You know, it was getting cold here for a minute. The weather had switched, and I was like, you know what? I might as well go ahead and, with it being hot, I don't want to tote around this fucking beard and be like having mosquitoes trying to camp out in my little like 5 o'clock beard, whatever the hell I got going on, to be like, oh yeah, we just gonna hang on to this motherfucker, you know, we gonna bite this right under his nostril, like right in the crack, right here, some weird ass spot. We gonna bite this guy in the area where he should get a hickey at. I'm like, God damn, mosquito, what are you doing? But yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm about to shave. I was shaving my neck beard. She was trying to see if like she could shave my face. She's like, oh, daddy, let me know. She heard the little edger, whatever, buzzer going off, and she was like, oh, can I help you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, nah, not yet, baby. But today I was like, you know what? You'll see a video of it here pretty soon on my YouTube. And yeah, I've been posting like a madman on my YouTube, Instagram, all my socials. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to try to, as if I had a wet shirt, I'm going to try to do this shit to each fucking app that I got social media wise. Like, I'm just try to be consistent and like push. I'm going to try to bring the quality to it, but I'm going to try to bring, what's that? Quantity. It seems like I'm just trying to be consistent with quantity and keep going and shit, you know. I deleted all my shit on some like super hot fly type shit where I was just like, you know what, I was taking a break from social media. I just want to hit it like a reset, clean my shit up. or shit that I was just like, yeah, whatever. Like I don't care about this video, or like I'm gonna take this video down. And then I was like, you know, let me get back in it. I'm gonna give it another go. After this time, if I like decide to take a break, I might most likely keep my shit up and not just delete everything. Or maybe I will. I don't fucking know. When that door comes, I'll figure out how to go about it. I'm gonna try to keep consistent with like the releases. Shout out to my homeboy Huey Aku. We're about to get back into doing the Black Moggies music episodes, TV. I said episodes, TV. What the hell? Music, shows, maybe movies. Just it's a podcast that kind of varies in topics. It's also it's a really dope fucking podcast. The Black Moggies. You know how to spell the. You know how to spell black. As for Moggies, I'm gonna take your ass to 4th grade, maybe 7th. Magis on Spotify. Shit, right now it's like 2, 3 in the morning. On some night owl shit. Feel like an ant just snuck up in my shoe and bit my damn toe. Could it be the diabetes? That I don't know. But yeah, my daughter, she shaved my shit. And I'm gonna do a little Donald Trump weave back into what I was saying. All young motherfuckers could look at me like I'm an old cat in the mix. Like I remember telling my homeboy, like when he had said, "Oh man, it's your birthday coming up. Your birthday's coming up." Blah blah blah. Somebody had told him like, "Oh yeah, it's about to be John's birthday," and I told him like, "Yeah, I'm about to turn 26. I'm about to turn 27 on April 20th. And I'm not just trying to sound like some cool stoner guy. I know I'm wearing a tie-dye shirt, and you would think this motherfucker probably got 20 bongs hidden somewhere in his closet, and he just don't want to fess up to it. When I do smoke, preferably, I like that shit that'll dirty up your lungs. I like a blunt. I could roll a joint, but blunts are way easier, and I haven't been smoking for like the past 2 months, so I'm trying to stay off that shit. And like, even with smoking cigarettes, which I'm about to do again, I'm trying to eventually quit that shit before I hit 27. And, you know, that sounds like some shit that somebody, or a lot of people that you know that do smoke, if you know anybody that smokes, would say like, "Oh yeah, by the time, by next month I'll quit, I swear. By the next century I'll quit, I swear. In 2 years and 2 days and 5 weeks I'll quit, I swear." And the thing about being in the mix of the shit, you know, it's funny when somebody's like, "Hey, like you ever thought about quitting?" You know, the person that's in the mix of it, for me personally, being in the mix of it, I think about that shit more than the person that would ask that question. So I'm like, yeah, that crosses my mind sometimes, almost every time. I pick it up like within it being from this long to being smoked all the way down. I'm like, sometimes I don't think about it at all too. It's a mix. But I know this shit could be dangerous. It could be bad. Sometimes I feel stupid as fuck for doing it. But, you know, I can end up dying from some other shit too. And I do enjoy smoking, so I'm going to do what I enjoy for the time being. I'm going to live my life, even if it's possible to have cancer in it, you know. Hey, I'm not trying to like encourage you to go ahead and pick up a pack of cigarettes now. I don't want to get this, what I'm saying distorted and somebody be taking shit out of context, but yeah. But I decided to shave my facial hair because it was just getting hot. What the fuck? I just heard some noise up in this garage. Hold the fuck up now. Hold up. Is there a ghost over here trying to diddy me? Hell nah, boy. Come on. I got this shit from the Ghostbusters. You ain't gonna baby oil me, motherfucker. Watch. I'm a pink. Nah, that'd be some crazy shit if you got raped by some ghosts. Try explaining that shit. Sometimes being in this house, I kind of think about that shit. I'm like, yo, is this place like haunted? I don't know the history on this fucking house, but sometimes weird shit do be happening in the house where like the TV randomly kicks on or turns off, or shit like that. Maybe this shit is, and I'm trying to make peace with these motherfuckers. If there's some ghosts here, I'm trying to make peace with them. I done smoked enough to where I probably smoked these motherfuckers out for free, didn't charge them shit, they didn't chip in for shit, they just got a free contact high for all them nights, so they better not. Oh, thank Lord, this shit is still recording. I would have cried, bro. I would have cried. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to run into that same situation I did on episode 2. But yeah, it feels nice. I feel fresh. I feel like a new man. One time I cut my head bald-headed like a motherfucker. Like I look like a little chicken, a little rooster. But taking a shower, when you cut all this shit off, not like on some, I cut my eyebrows too on some wild shit. No Jaden Smith up in this, or Willow Smith. No shade to him for doing that shit. You got my respect. That's some bold shit right there. I know you hear that shit in the background. Somebody being taken to the hospital. Or maybe they're tired of me talking. They're like, we're going to fuck up this guy's little podcast bullshit he got going on. Yeah, it's a different feeling when you bald-headed. And that water be hitting your head. Oh, shit. Goddamn. My hair's thinning, so in the future, you will see me bald-headed on some Dwayne Johnson shit. You better believe it. When I cut my hair, I didn't want motherfuckers thinking I was on some Britney Spears shit, but probably people thought, that nigga on some Britney Spears. He on some Britney Spears shit. He don't want to admit it. And I keep looking off to the side because sometimes there's like snakes that be sneaking into the garage and shit. And like you might see me tango with a motherfucking a pet of Orochimaru's. If you know Naruto, you'll get the reference I'm making. Some funny shit that happened at work. I was like busting my ass stocking these shelves fast as fuck in chemicals. And chemicals, if you work at Walmart, is one of the more difficult aisles out of the whole. Like you got, when stocking, the most difficult would be stocking a whole bunch of like little shit compared to like them big ass boxes where they only have like 4 things of bleach in them. That shit's easy. That's a cakewalk. It looks big, so therefore sometimes you're like, oh shit, that looks like a lot. But the motherfuckers that really be getting you is a whole bunch of little small items. You gotta sit there and like you're over there knitting with products, and boy, that shit could be time consuming. And you don't even know it, time's flying by, and you might not even get out of work on time. And I'm like, oh shit. Boy, I had a little talk with one of my team leads. I'm like, yo, like, I feel like sometimes there's like some unrealistic expectations out of us. Sometimes I have to haul ass just to make it happen. She's like, oh, you shouldn't have to do that though. And maybe stocking might not be for you. And I'm like, man, this lady trying to. Maybe she's being honest, but I felt like that was kind of like a little bit. The way she said it sounded kind of smug because she threw a little giggle afterwards too. I'm like, oh, all right, whatever. But some funny shit that happened at work. I was doing chemicals. I was doing a good job. I was moving, and I'm like, I'm getting it going and shit. And I was about to accidentally fast forward into the store, and I was like, hold on, pull back, nigga, pull back. Um, the team lead comes by as I'm in the mix of my little fucking exercise, my workout. That's the best way to look at your job. Don't look at your fucking time. Treat it like a workout, because you sit there and look at the time. You're like, ah, man, this job. I try to. That's what works for me. Is I just like, hey, man, I'm here working out my mental patience and physical, abilities in this bitch. Because I feel like sometimes it's more on a mental tip, depending on dealing with different personalities, or just some people that could be a bit of like got to stick up their ass because somebody else is blowing smoke up under their ass, so they're kind of like, hey, hurry. You're like, all right, I'm trying. But yeah, this team lead comes by and he's like, hey, like pretty much saying, hey, you're doing a real good job, man. Like I'm really impressed, blah, blah, blah. And I said, thank you. And then he goes, hey, take the compliment. And I'm like, thank you. That shit had me laughing. Like, this motherfucker, he got jokes. But and then shortly after, he's talking with some other like team lead about like, blah, 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 some other shit. And I'm jogging and shit to get to the next item, get to the next thing. And he's like, hey, like, you don't have to run, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's how I got to where I'm at. And then the other team leads start laughing. I'm like, if it wasn't for me running, I wouldn't be getting it done as quick as I'm getting it. If I speed walk, I can speed walk. I do that shit too. But he was like, all right, man, don't kill yourself. I'm like, all right, I won't. But man, sometimes I feel like this solo podcast shit feels like a fucking visual video diary, or like I'm gonna get some guests to join in on this shit. If you're interested, shit, drop a comment. My same username for this YouTube channel is the same on Instagram. So fucking follow me or message me if you want to get on. We can shoot the shit for a minute or for the whole episode. I'm not picky on who the fuck's coming on. Even if you want to come on here and talk some shit towards me, bring it on. I like talking some shit too. I'm pretty good at it. But yeah, still a little sick. That's because I'm smoking, being a jackass. Just making my health a little more harder to recover. Happy's been a show that I just finished. Really good. Go on Netflix, look it up. Each episode's about 40 minutes a piece. I've been trying to watch Trigun and Cowboy Bebop. Something I seen way back when I was young. I don't really remember shit when I was like 7 and 8. My older brothers were watching that shit. And I'm kind of like, oh, it looks cool, the shooting shit and fighting. Whoa. This looks gnarly, man. But yeah, I've been like getting back into it to actually see what the show's like. I remember very small, faint memories of that shit. Speaking about some reminiscing shit, man. I don't know if you ever remember doing this type of shit, but me and my brothers, we would get like VCR tapes, because my mom and dad had a whole bunch of them. Now, mind you, I'm born in 1998, so in the early 2000s, like, we had a mix of it all. We had my mom and dad, right now they're like, my mom's in like her 50s, my dad's in his 60s, so they already had shit, like, from those times. Let me look at my phone and see if this shit didn't die on me. Oh, we still rolling. I hope this battery don't die on me. That shit said, your battery is low. It is at 20%. And that was like 20 minutes ago, so I'm surprised. Shout out to you, phone, for being a trooper recording this shit. I'm sure some random person in my neighborhood would like look over the fence like, who the fuck is this guy talking to? He's literally looking at a box, honey, and he's just talking to a box about a whole bunch of random shit. I swore I heard him saying something about a kitty cat being a pussy and they had a scar in Scotland. This guy He's off his rocker in his little outdoor chair. Trigun, Cowboy Bebop. Been trying to get around to some other animes, and like I need to finish One Punch Man. I want to finish Rick and Morty. If you guys got any suggestions, like I always say, I'm down to hear them any day, anytime. Let me know. Throw some shit. Whatever you think is cool, holler at me. Throw it down in the comments what you fuck with. Even though some of y'all motherfuckers would just watch this shit and probably click off quick like, I didn't like what he said. You know what? I don't like where he's at or how he's dressed or what he's on about. Unsubscribe, dislike, fuck this guy. He better not ever send me a link. And speaking of sending a link, I was promoting my music. I sent this girl a little promo like of my song and shit. Like, hey, I know you got a million things you'd rather be doing, but if it's not too much to ask, can you please give my song a listen? Let me know if you think it's ass. I appreciate the honest feedback. This lady is a fucking comedian. She had me dying. She had said, it is 0 out of 10. Stop making music. You made my cows cry. I wrote back, I said, that's 10 out of 10 comedy. Then found out she blocked me. I was like, oh, man. I was going to say, man, them cows were crying tears of joy. Fuck out of here. What you mean? But then again, music is fucking subjective. My music's not for everybody. I personally enjoy it the most than a lot of people. But then again, there could be somebody that probably enjoys my music more than I enjoy it too. So, there was, what the fuck was it? There was something. The Andre 3000 thing. I know I didn't really fully, I just kind of talked about the interview. What I was thinking about though was, I thought it was very cool for him to make that album, the new Blue Sun, and the numbers that he did was impressive. Not only that, the music in itself was very fucking peaceful and very much needed. I felt like that was like some shit I would expect to get from therapy. I just felt so like zen the fuck out and calm. I was like, oh man, if somebody were to throw dog shit at me right now, I'd go chase him and want to beat their ass, but I would try to be calm about it. There was one more thing I wanted to get into before I go ahead and wrap this shit up. I've been there's some other shows I'm trying to get into, like The Night Agent on Netflix. Season 2 came out. I already finished season 1. Another little story I had. Let me see if this shit's recorded. Okay, we still live. We live, baby. We live. Okay. I forgot exactly. I'm gonna just close out on the story. I stepped outside. I'm barefoot. I got my shoes outside. So I'm like, okay, which one of you shoes about to get these 13 inches up inside? I found the shoes. I'm like, those are the one I'm about to go raw dog in right now. No socks, no protection. So, and no, I don't want motherfuckers thinking just because I'm fucking with my nose that this nigga do cocaine. He must. Look, he was fidgeting and shit. Fuck you and your assumptions, all right? I got allergies. I don't know if you could kind of tell how I speak, because nasally and shit, and I'm kind of sick, and my nose feel itchy and shit at times. But besides all that boo-hoo random ass, oh, my nose is itchy shit. In the words of Joey Diaz, I'm over here sounding like some little limp cocksucker. And no, pause. boy, I'll munch your grandma's box quicker than her ass could go take her prescription medicine. I found the shoes. I was like, them are the ones right there. But they've been outside for a minute. Mind you, we live by a creek. And I'm going to check this phone one more time because I'm scared. This bitch is like, and we're dead. Oh, nope, not yet. Amen. A fucking man. Thank you, Lord. I can imagine. I remember, what's his name? Leon Cole, one of his stand-up specials. He was like, man, sometimes motherfuckers be thanking Jesus for shit that Jesus don't even want to be thanked about. I'm like, that nigga preach. Like, imagine Jesus like, nigga, don't thank me about your phone being still alive. You should have broken that shit 20 years ago, 10 years ago, whenever you had this shit. I ain't had no phone at 6 years old. What did I say, 20 years for? I'm tripping. I found the shoes. I was like, those are the ones I'm about to raw dog and fuck with these 13-inch feet. They're gonna get it, no protection. And then I was like, wait, they've been outside for a minute. So I grabbed them, and I'm over here shaking it like I got some tambourine or something. I'm over here trying to audition for some damn band. I see some crumbs fly out. I'm like, those some fucked up looking cornflakes. And then I was like, you know what? I should go ahead and really whack these bitches to the ground. Before I could even do that, I see a spider end up being one of the cornflakes. I'm like, oh, that motherfucker look like it is not happy. I just evicted it out of its little motel, which was my shoe. It's like, nigga, what are you doing shaking my whole damn apartment? What is wrong with you? I just set up the furniture in this bitch, and you over here, you threw the TV into my bathroom. You done switched the bathroom to where the fucking kitchen is. My food is all the way in the damn attic. You goon. So he pops out. This motherfucker look like he means business. I see this spider start heading my way. I'm like, oh, hell no. I don't know if it was PTSD that got the best of me, but I smashed that bitch quick as hell with one of my tambourine shoes. I said, well, boom, bitch. And yeah, I put, it's not going to be 2 to 3 business days. Your ass going straight to wherever you going in your little bug afterlife. Come to find out, this was a pregnant spider. And a whole damn army popped out shortly after. I'm like, what are these little, I thought they were ants. I was like, no, those aren't no damn ants. Those are fucking baby spiders. And they're going all over the place. I'm like, oh shit. It looked like a damn zombie, some sort of zombie fucking takeover. I said, nah, they mobbing. So now my ass went from almost doing a damn like tap dance without even wearing the shoes, like with my arms being the damn legs, or doing some damn, I had shot put my body on some long jump shit to get over them. And I ended up saying, you know what? I'm going to go long jump my ass back over, go get some socks, and put on my steel toe boots to do this landscaping. Man. Them little babies were like, you killed our mama, you son of a bitch. We was coming out in a week. It was nice and warm in there. I'm like, this little ass spider had that many little baby spiders in it. What the fuck? Where's the room for the stomach? That shit didn't make no sense to me. I was confused. I was like, watch when I get that leaf blower. Y'all motherfuckers all going on a skydiving trip sideways out the fucking backyard. I'm not having this little buggy little takeover y'all trying to plan. And Ma, you taking over my sneakers? Hell no, dog. I gotta put my shoes in bags, tape them, duct tape them. Looking like I got some ghetto packages outside. Then the neighbors will be like, they got drugs next to their back door. Get them, copper. I knew that little thug that be rapping them bullshit lyrics was up to no good. Well, I have forgot some information about them VCR tapes. Now, let me tell you. So, damn, I've been burping like a motherfucker off these little non-alcoholic beers. Yeah. Oh, shit. Cheers, motherfucker. I'll be cleaning that up. This can over here, cum shotting. Texas Select with this cowboy sperm. What the fuck am I drinking? Anyways, cheers. Appreciate you giving this shit a watch or listen if you did. Thank you. Don't think I'm going to be sitting here getting on my knees for you now, motherfucker. I'll send you some emojis. Little prayer hands. But no, I appreciate you guys giving me the time of day. I hope I ain't taken away from doing something that you really need to get around to. The story I was saying earlier about the VCR tapes before I got, sidetracked by checking my phone and look at this shit. What the fuck? Cigarette over here looking like a slide. It's gonna slide me some toxins. This shit look like, why it look like an attachment for a bomb? Trying to tell me, hey, you need to smoke some weed, man. Me and my brothers, we would get like VCR tapes, and we would even get index cards. And my brother, one of my brothers, I got 5 brothers. He would create these characters, like little ninjas and shit. We were really big into Naruto. And we would make like our own Naruto, and we would get the VCR tapes and make like houses and big ass towers to where we had so much VCR tapes that should be touching the ceiling. Now the ceiling's not like 30 feet up, but it was a pretty normal fucking ceiling. And that bitch be stacked up yay high. Sometimes one of us would bump and knock that shit over. Next thing you know, me and my brothers, we tussling on some goofy shit. I'm gonna hit you with one more little story besides that. But hey, if you have a childhood memory like that, I would love to read the story in the comments if you would put it in. But I know negative 10 people is going to be even trying to comment on this shit. Like, nah, fuck all that, guy. I'm just stalking to see what you're about. You're the one that sent me this link. You jabroni, but damn, I'm hitting the cigarette hard like I just got out of jail. Speaking of, when I did get out of jail, I went straight to go get me a pack of cigarettes. You better believe it. I was like, boy, that little bit of time was enough to have me feeding. I had to figure out who the fuck was the cigarette man. But yeah, when I was in jail, I almost got in a couple little situations over some dumb shit. And but when I hit them showers, you got me fucked up. I was wearing my underwear, nigga. You got me them little boxers that they give you, them flat ass sandals and the jumpsuit. Shit, I was looking fly in that jumpsuit too, boy. I'm telling you. Even though them sandals was hell, man. It felt like you walking on like slabs of concrete. Maybe a little bit softer than concrete, but pretty much still related to concrete. Yeah, I went and got them cigarettes. One little story. I remember when my dumb ass, I was just, as a kid, I would do dumb shit and try to be like, you know what? I almost do anything for a joke or for comedy to get somebody to laugh. So I remember my sister, a couple of my sisters and my brother, they were like, hey, you should wear this diaper. And go like hang out in the living room and shit and surprise dad. Now mind you, this diaper, it wasn't see-through, but it was like foggy clear. Now I'm probably like 5, 6, I was young as fuck. But I remember this shit because we tend to remember the bad shit more than we do the good shit. And this was some shit that got bad pretty quick. I got in trouble behind that shit when my dad came home to see me wearing this fucking diaper thing. He's like, what the hell are you wearing, boy? He was getting on my ass like, which fair enough. Like I was like, I'm sitting there sad now, like, my sisters and brothers are laughing. So I guess I still won, but yeah, I got in trouble behind that shit. And I was just scared. My dad, big motherfucker, man. I ain't wanna, man, at the time, like, nah, I ain't trying to, I can't go toe to toe with this guy right here. He gonna hit me so hard, my feet gonna fly over my head first, man. Hell no. Motherfucker look almost like Kimbo Slice, Eazy-E, and yeah. But a little more calmer in the face. But yeah, that motherfucker. Sure. But shout out to my pops, shout out to my people. Hey, like I said in the last episode, stay in touch with people. Do the shit you want to do or you're trying to get done. Have fun, treat every day like a holiday, goddammit. And yeah, thank you for watching. Till next time. I'm gonna sit here and smoke this cigarette in silence for the next 10 minutes. Be melodramatic as hell. I remember me and Cheryl back in 1922. Good time, good time, good time. I miss her butter pecan pie. All right, enough of the bullshit. Appreciate y'all. Getting the fuck out of here. Let me see. Did I forget anything else? No, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. See you next time.